I'm going to play for you a clip from MSNBC in which Al Sharpton joined the pundits there to discuss crime in New York, specifically surrounding a gentleman that stole 10 steaks from a Trader Joe's in NYC. Take a look at this segment, and then I want to speak about it.
It is true that people are just walking in and walking out with it.
No, there's no doubt about it. I mean, you go to a local pharmacy, Drain Reed or Rite Aid, any of them, and you've got to get someone to help assist you. I mean, they have the little button there.
Yep.
You hit the buzzer, and the guy comes over and unlocks your toothpaste.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about basic stuff.
And as well.
What did I miss that we now have to lock up toothpaste?
Yeah, and
I'm just curious, Rev, really quickly. I mean, Eric Adams has said he's going to do his best to fix this. I'm just curious. I mean, he's got a governor who's saying, well, I don't know that we want to give the judges any power to make decisions on whether they've seen the same bad guy in front of them like 12 times in the past week. And then you've got a DA. I know you talked to the DA. The DA's going, oh, we don't want to punish anybody unless it's like really bad. You know, so, yeah, you can steal whatever you want to steal. And, yeah, we won't do any jail time. And then you've got... then you've got a woke city council. I'm just curious, is Eric Adams going to be able to do anything? Well, he's obviously surrounded by elected officials who want New York to remain chaotic.
Well, I think he's got a challenge there because there is a debate in the criminal justice system, and there are those that are concerned, including me, about overloading the system and the jails with petty crimes. But at the same time, you cannot have a culture where people are just at random, just robbing and stealing, and is out of control and is put on the front page of newspapers, which only encourages others to do it. In fairness to Eric, he's only been mayor 5 weeks. But but even as unfair to him, Eric, they're locking up my toothpaste.
I'll say,
come on, baby.
Come on. I'll say that first, just the Hamburger cover in the New York Post just makes me hungry. I've been up for a few hours now. Yeah. But I think this points to a larger issue, though. There is a sort of just sense that things just aren't quite right. The city's a little bit out of control. Crime is up in 72 of the 77 NYPD precincts.
So, as I stated in that introduction, this entire thing was prompted because a gentleman, I don't know if it was a man or a woman, whoever it was, a shoplifter, took 10 steaks from a Trader Joe's. And here they are on national television, fear-mongering about crime. You have Joe Scarborough in there in the middle of that segment, heralding, or not heralding, but attacking wokeness. It seems like everything is attributable to wokeness nowadays. Every issue in mankind in today's society is because of wokeness. And if you're anti-woke, you're somehow some hero, fighting for a greater cause. Okay, look, I'm going to state the obvious firstly. Our national media is a failure. Look at what they're talking about. Look at what they're feeding to us, to you, to your parents, to your loved ones. Look at what they have to offer us. So with everything that's going on right now, there's a crisis in Yemen, in which the U.S. is aiding and abetting a genocide. They're experiencing a famine. We're giving Saudi Arabia weapons. We're arming neo-Nazis in Ukraine. We are ramping up tensions, saber-rattling with China. We are starving the Afghanistan people by withholding their assets and defunding their central bank. We are, domestically retreating our own population like cattle. Workers are experiencing some of the harshest conditions they've ever experienced. In decades. We're at an all-time low in terms of unionization. Speaking of unionization, the first Starbucks ever in Buffalo, New York actually recently unionized. Why aren't they talking about that? Why are they talking about the labor strikes that are going on across the country? What are they doing? They're railing against some idiot that stole some steaks from a Trader Joe's, getting upset about petty crimes, saying that New NYC is so chaotic. This is some Fox News bullshit. But you see, the thing is, they're all the same. MSNBC, CNN, they're no better than Fox. They're all equally terrible, in my opinion. Even your local news, what do they do? Just, try to, scare the hell out of you about crime that's going on in your city. your local convenience store may get robbed, or you should be afraid that the Piggly Wiggly down the street from your house may come under siege by some street gang. I mean, even the local media. I mean, they all do the same thing. I mean, with all the issues that are going on in this country, how many people don't have health care? The federal minimum wage isn't a living wage, and they're struck by a guy that took some steaks from a Trader Joe's, and all of a sudden crime is the #1 issue in America. And we need to stop it. I'm surprised nobody in there argued to increase the already bloated police budgets. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This is what our national media here is to do. They're here to distract us, to make us care about things that in the grand scheme of things don't really matter all that much, such as some idiot taking steaks from a Trader Joe's. This is sad. This is ridiculous. But what can I say? They're doing their job, which is to be terrible.